screaming.
He wants you to piss on him and beat him.
With some Benadryl. What is it, Benadryl?
Fucking.
Wellbutrin? I don't know.
It's 10 to 12 Benadryl.
Oh, your internet can totally see you now.
So that means we can start the song.
Yeah, start the song. We're live. All right, we are live on the YouTube. We got, me, Treesus, and we got Mr. Kenneth Martin.
That's me, Kmart.
And we got Lawyer Mark.
Howdy.
And
You don't get to fucking see him, though, all right? You just listen. When he talks, you don't hear him. You listen.
Everybody be quiet.
He has something to say.
Yeah, everybody be quiet.
And you have something to learn.
So I'll want some feedback from the audience today on like how the video quality is, because I did go through and change some settings. So we do have a longer delay for it to reach the YouTube.
Okay.
But that delay should give the video to catch up time. Also, I went back down to one camera because it seems to...
Well, even in the down there, it looks to be a little more smooth rather than choppy. It's delayed. Yeah, it just looks more smooth. See? Look at my hand.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Not too bad at all.
The old guy behind me with his cat, they both like it. So
Yes, with his cat. And we talked about changing the the picture of that weekly, and I don't know. Mark thinks it'll be too expensive.
Yeah, he said it'd be.
I don't think it'd be expensive. I think it'd just be a pain in the ass.
Oh, pain in the butt. Yeah. So
I was
But
saying.
we can.
we can.
And I was saying we can just like stuff we already have, so you don't have to pay for it. You know, just put something up there. Just every once in a while, we'll just put something up there and change it around.
Audio could be a little higher. Let's see. No, don't touch your end. Let me mess with my little bit right here. How's that, Mr. Vinka?
Yeah, how's the sound over there?
Yeah, we got a good sound going on. Make sure if you're watching this video, you hit that subscribe button.
I have a question about the camera, though. Is it going to turn off? Are we going to have to press the button at some point? Or we have to wait to see?
We are going to have to probably. I still haven't figured that little issue out yet. But check this out. I wanted to show you this video. This computer seems to be running awfully slow, actually. So.
Just beach balling right now.
Yeah. Hopefully that doesn't affect our further... I want to show you a video that I've been working on. Just little bits and pieces, and I'm going to post it on YouTube tomorrow. It'll be a 3-part series.
Red Oak, Part 1.
Big giant oak that I did. Let's see if I can find out.
My chair's haunted.
I don't know what's going on with this computer. It seems to have been just kind of farty all day long. So, well, that's okay. No worries there. So, oh yeah, Mr. Vinka says that is better.
Cool.
Yeah, good to go.
Oh, man. So what day is it?
It's a Friday.
No, it's not Friday.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. Okay.
It is Tuesday. We went to do an orchard prune today.
And the lady came out in her underwear.
She did. She had...
Basically.
She opened her robe up on the coat on me.
Yeah, she didn't open her robe up on any of us.
Yeah, she was like, hey, you like these cherries?
But we pruned her trees like a couple months ago, 2 months ago. Pruned some of them, and then we were like, let's wait till these are dormant before we touch the fruit trees because they're all old and stuff. And so we showed up today, and I guess she forgot they were coming, and she had a bunch of lights in the trees that she wanted to remove before we did it. And she came out in her robe, and she did not even recognize us. She was like, can I help you?
Yeah, her hair looked like what I could picture Rod Stewart's looking like when he wakes up. Like, that shit was wild.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty fun.
You can't shoot me for that. That's the truth.
Mark saved the day.
He did save the day.
Always.
As usual. And we got a couple little poplas to remove.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty cool job, too.
Yeah.
It was just like a good one to just like have everyone back on without overwhelming one person. It was just a nice, smooth day.
We overwhelmed 5.
Yeah, exactly. We overwhelmed 5. I got so overwhelmed I drove away.
Yeah, Dakota wouldn't even work.
Yeah. What was it? What would I have done?
I don't know.
Who's Dakota, by the way?
Not
I
drove.
don't know. He's fired.
Yeah, Dakota
Yeah.
is fired, by the way.
Yeah.
Treesus, he got a lot done.
I just want to say though, like it was a good morning regardless. Just a drive with like the way the
The way the
clouds
mountains
were like,
were sitting this morning.
Yeah.
They moved overnight.
They were
It
like-
was nice. to
I
just
liked it,
Get
man.
out for a long drive and get longer than 5.
and it had like a
farther than
northwest
5
feel.
miles away
Like
from
once
home.
we got to like right past, I want to say Orem, it started to feel
Yeah.
like
You ever been to Orem, Mark? Huh?
Why would you go to Orem? This was in Cedar Hills.
Yeah, we didn't go. To
What did
Orem.
you go to Orem for?
like just wherever I don't.
Orem's
dude.
like another 20 miles.
Once I
It
get past
is.
like
What were you just wasting diesel?
56 south, I don't know what's what.
Do we need to
Um,
discuss how you're going to pay that diesel fuel back, Kenny?
well, whatever the fuck we did, wherever we went, it reminded me of Oregon. It reminded me of like that.
Oregon with an A.
With an A-R-E.
Well, I don't know if you ever seen Salt Lake. It's much like the mountain
Denver
ranges.
with mountains.
The mountain ranges that we saw today are much like the ones you see on the screen right now.
I've only
Very similar.
I've only driven through
Well, that is
Colorado.
a Utah mountain range. Right
Is
there.
that? I would not
That's
doubt
up
it.
in the Cottonwood Canyons.
This
Yeah, there you go. That's a Utah mountain
That
range
is-
right there. So this is the view that we see every day when we wake up, and you're probably not lucky enough to see something like that.
Mark's used to it.
Yeah,
I'm
used to it.
not used to it. You know
I'm
what I
used
mean?
to it.
Like it, I love it, dude. It's
I
just-
was used to it and I hated it, and then I left to go to Arizona State, and then I missed it.
yeah, man. That's why I hear everyone
Then I
that
came
leaves
back.
comes back, and that's why I don't plan on really leaving because it's just so nice here. It's easy to live. It's even when you're like scraping by, it's at times it's really not like it's not that hard.
This computer is just
It's being
completely
stupid.
kaput on us.
It doesn't want me to see a cool video of a red oak.
Yeah, it's like completely froze up. It's a junkie. You
It's
know,
a junkie.
yeah.
Mm.
That's all I wanted to do was restart it. There we go. I have like a way better laptop than that computer.
You do. You just gotta get it.
I just got
Where's it at?
Georgia.
Georgia.
I got a whole trailer full of just stuff.
You have one or two? I thought you said you had two.
I have a trailer
Yeah.
and an entire storage unit.
Well, let's get on a plane.
Yeah, we do. We need to get on the plane. And I don't know. Should we just bring the trailer back?
Might as well.
We could kidnap my mom from Florida.
It's a camper.
It's a camper.
Yeah, it's a camper.
Well, Lehigh Mike's back in prison, so we don't need the camper
Yeah, we
anymore.
don't have a camper. So I was thinking we just like go out there and get one of those like what are those things? The little shipping unit.
pod.
Things? A pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get a pod.
I'd say just sell the camper.
Yeah. So
Unless it's like a 2019 toy hauler.
no, the thing's
No.
probably worth a
Did
grand.
you handmade
Yeah.
it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Didn't
don't
you?
bring
No,
it.
no, it's a nice.
Don't
Oh.
bring it.
It's nicer than
What
that.
happened to that crazy little like?
My conscience would be clear if I got like $1,500. I think I got it for $2,000,
Okay.
and I put $500 worth of use in it. So if I got $1,500 out of it, I'd be happy.
What?
It'd pay for the trip.
What
I'll
happened?
give you $1,000 not to bring it.
Deal. No, actually, it's been sitting on a property. This kid, and I don't know. I might just give it to him.
It's probably full of pestilence, degenerate.
We should go down there
No,
and
I
set it on fire, and then call them 2 days later and be like, "Hey, I'm going to be by to pick
Actually,
it
it's
up.
the type of place that we could go like if we wanted, we could go down there. I'm sure he's got a lot.
Can we
of
blow it
guns.
up instead?"
Oh, yeah.
Let's bring it back and drop a tree
I
on
would
it.
love to blow it up. Oh,
That's an idea. All right,
We
if we
can
can
stage
get,
it.
If we get 500 likes on this video, we'll drive that
Georgia.
camper back. We'll find a tree
I'm going to drop a big ass tree on it.
and we'll drop a big ass tree on it.
and then I'll have to clean it up,
Yep.
but
Well,
it's okay. It'll be worth it.
It'll be okay. By that point, we'll probably have a machine.
Yeah.
And we'll just get a dumpster. And
It'll go through the chipper.
No, it will not go through the chipper.
You're one that you
Don't argue
hand
with me.
built,
It'll go
dude.
through the
No,
chipper.
it will not go through the chipper, Mark.
That crazy one you hand built would go through a chipper.
I sold that.
You sold it.
I sold that.
Wow.
Yeah.
To who?
None
Um,
yet.
I sold it to my friend for money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's impressive
Yeah.
because
Money.
Yeah.
that's usually the case when you sell things. And aside from that, I'm surprised. I'm not surprised that someone.
Would trade you money
Yeah.
for that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was only worth like 500 monies.
Yeah.
And so I traded it for money, green money,
Yeah.
and 500 worth of monies, green monies, and that was it.
And that was that.
And it was a very good trade.
Was this on a handshake? Or did you actually have to write up a contract?
Yeah, we wrote up a contract and had it signed, sealed, delivered by the U.S. government.
Nice.
Paid our taxes on it and everything.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I
Good.
hear in the foremost southern states, they actually contract with hand jobs as well as handshakes.
Well, maybe in your world.
So-
Well,
Well-
yeah, Mark has actually worked in the legal
That's
system,
what I'm asking.
and he's probably given out a lot of
How
those.
many hand jobs have you given, Mark?
Yeah. To get where you had to get, how many hand jobs did you have to get?
63.
63 hand jobs. You kept counting.
It's not bad. It's a good run.
Yeah. That's a fair amount of
Yeah.
Hey, Brush Life, how you been? Hope all is well. Brush Life?
Brush life.
That's the ground guy's
Yeah,
tree
that's-
life.
That's me.
There's Mr. Brush Life right there.
Mr. Brush life.
Brush Life. Oh, wait. Brush Life. Oh, wait. That's a guy's name that's on YouTube. That's his channel name, Brush Life. Are you
I see.
do you drag Brush Life? And yeah, other people are like Joshua Andrews says, "What's up, fellas? What's up, guys?
Hey.
What's
Hey.
up, Josh?
What's up, Andrews?"
Mr. Andrews.
Yep. So yeah, when are we gonna go down to Georgia, Mark? Waiting on you.
We can go anytime.
You go anytime.
I love at the Atlanta airport. I can smoke in it.
That's true. You can.
Can you still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have that
You can
weird.
go in the Budweiser restaurant and
Oh.
smoke lots of cigarettes.
Is it
Florida
the
has a
final
cage.
one?
Yes, Florida has a holding cell
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
outside.
They have an outside
It's-
cage at the Tampa
Yeah.
airport. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Same with Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them has like a room you walk into and the doors go shh, and they close on you, and it's just like a smoke chamber,
Salt Lake.
all glass walls.
Salt Lake has, they're getting rid of the smoking.
Ghetto Hope, we out here, fam.
Who?
Ghetto Hope. I think it was your apartment complex. I cut those 500 pine trees down.
Ghetto Hope is Jim Clink.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
he's
for
in
sure.
Georgia?
No.
Jim Clink?
Jim Clink.
Oh, does he want his
He's-
name out like that? Clinky.
We're
Clinky
giving it.
Clink?
We're putting it out there. Mr.
Jimmy.
Colonel Clink.
Mr. Colonel Clink.
Well, no, that was
Let's
his,
get
his
some
pops, his
background.
Colonel.
Let's hear a story about Clink.
All right, here's a funny one. So his mom always had like really nice hair, and it was always done a certain way, like throughout most of my childhood. So there was one point where I guess his mom found out like I thought it was a wig or something. So like for years she like told me it was a wig, and like the family went along with it or whatever. And no, it's not a wig, and it still looks luscious. Robin's hair looks luscious.
That was a really funny story.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was
Yeah.
I was just telling you.
holy shit.
Yeah, I've never laughed so hard in my life, Kenny.
I don't know, man. Me and Jim, we've always
We've
always just like skated. We didn't really get into much trouble, and if he would probably remember, it would be bad to have him on the show. We'll just say that he probably has more stories that he would remember.
We told him she had cancer.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the real story.
Yeah.
That is funny.
That's funny.
So your friends told you that their mom had cancer?
Yeah, just like for years, it was like a decade, and it always looked like the same. So you always just figured it was a wig. You know,
And
you
it
don't
was her
question.
hair.
Yeah, you don't question it, brother.
That's too good.
Yeah, we used to fight like at the top of his steps, me, him, and his little brother, and like we'd throw his brother down the steps and shit while his mom was watching pop-up video on VH1.
You sound like a nice kid.
I was not.
And
I actually sucked up until like 23. Pretty heavy, I'd say, and
Well,
I'm sure people can attest to that.
look at this thing.
It's still loading. What
It
the
still
hell is
hasn't
that
even
thing now? Is that a brain?
It hasn't even restarted.
Do you want me to just
Oh.
unplug it?
Yeah. Yeah, this thing is just in a whole nother level right now. It's not a great computer. It's kind of... Once we get that going, hot peppers, yo.
Oh, man, that was...
I was literally gonna say, Mr. Get a Hope, I was gonna say, give me 3 words that Kenny can then tell us a story.
Well, that one it's kind of simple. That one, like, his cousin was just dead asleep on the couch. Mm-hmm. And his mouth was wide open, so he got, like, some super hot sauce and just, like, put it in his mouth. And he was in a dead sleep and just woke up and was like, hot peppers, yo. Like, out of nowhere. And he has it on video somewhere, and it is really funny. But then
Can you send me that video?
Then he dipped a G.I. Joe full of hot sauce, Jim did, and just put the legs down, like, all the way into my mouth. And I was just dead out of sleep with a G.I. Joe, just, like, standing.
Was that the first time you had a man's legs in your mouth?
It was the first time I had a soldier's legs in my mouth.
So, yeah, more than a man.
Yeah. More than a man, more than America. G.I. Joe. Hot peppers, yo.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
On a G.I. Joe. Hot peppers, yo. On a G.I. Joe. That could be a good rap song.
We should... Jim, where you at, dude? We gave you, like, fucking...
There's a hook.
4 beats.
There's your hook.
There's your hook.
Hot peppers, yo. On a G.I. Joe.
And I know we can come up with all the funny shit for Carlos being a cop. That is just the funniest shit to me.
Oh, you got a friend that's a cop now?
He's going to be.
Really?
He's working on it. He passed like 2 tests already, and
don't say anything on the podcast at all.
I ain't saying any names. We'll say that.
Chances. Okay, don't say any names. But yeah. Now, why should he not be a cop? That's what I want.
No, I don't think I don't think it's that he shouldn't be a cop. I hope he's got a kid and stuff, and he's a cool little guy, and I hope everything whatever he chooses to do, I hope that's the thing. And you got to kind of take some steps to get into it anyway. So, like, if he does end up getting through it, I support that. I think right now he's like a car salesman.
It's better than joining the cartel and selling drugs.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, that would be probably the dumbest thing you could ever do.
Yeah.
Fucking retarded.
yeah.
I have no.
You know what the
no
dumbest thing I've ever done was? Probably stop working on Urban Oaks. Just when I quit for like a year and a half.
16, 17?
Yeah. Well, it was 17 and 18.
It was like one of the biggest bummers for me.
Yeah. It was just like.
But also, like, what am I going to do? I ain't going to get mad at you.
At the same time.
I wanted you to grow.
It all worked out.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I never had a single hard feeling actually about that because I knew.
I did.
Yeah, oh, did you?
Mark.
I had hard feelings when you did that.
You weren't even man, you were just a lawyer at that point. In 2016, what were you doing,
Yeah,
Mark?
what the fuck?
Yeah, I was doing the lawyer stuff.
Okay, and then if we met in 2016 and I was like, yo, want to come help me run a tree service?
I'd have told you go to hell.
Yeah.
Now, how weird would it be if the day we stopped doing it was the same day that you stopped doing your lawyer stuff?
When did you decide to stop being a lawyer?
It's February of 17.
That's kind of close.
That's kind of ridiculous.
That wasn't
it. That's creepy as shit. That's like when we shut it down, right? End of January.
Yeah.
Of 17, and then I went and started traveling, all the way up until I came back here.
Yeah, I did consulting for about a year.
Yeah.
After that, other than that, yeah, I'm so glad that's a past life.
I think I finally got this working.
I've done a lot of crazy shit in the past few years with different jobs. Well, since I moved here, I've pretty much, learned every construction-y field there was and decided that as neat as they all are, it's not something that I feel like waking up and facing every day. It's kind of redundant, and you just breathing in all the shit inside all the time, and you know what I mean?
Fuck that.
I don't mind breathing in wood chips and like sawdust as much because at least you're getting fresh air with it, as opposed to like taking a sledgehammer to a full wall in a basement and there's no ventilation and you're just breathing in all this nasty old rock.
Dude, when
twice
we did
your
the
age.
demo, I hated that.
Yeah, that shit sucked.
It would drive me nuts.
But I knew all the quick tricks to get things down and out because I'd just done it previously before then. But even then, I was like, it's just like, oh, I'll do it. it wasn't as bad as when I was doing it with that Mormon dude, John Ryan.
What was going on?
Is it done yet? Let's hear about
That's
that.
him.
Let's hear about that guy.
Yeah, he would be, and I don't know why he'd do it because like I was pretty proficient.
Tell us like all about him, like the drive-through stuff and like.
All right, so I like shock value when it's like humorous, but I don't like it when people are doing it out of like, it's like they make themselves angry right before they reach a situation, personably, and so he would like right away get to the drive-through just being an asshole to the person, and like I'm just like, man, I gotta eat this. He'd never order anything that I actually ate. He'd order like stuff that I like mustards. You know how I am. I'm not getting into that right
Like
now.
a hamburger, hold the meat, hold the pickles.
Just so
extra
crazy,
mustard.
dude. Just like the craziest shit. And I'm like, I didn't even know a human ate this, let alone like you thought, hey, maybe I should get him one too. Like just the craziest stuff.
Mustard burger.
But I'd be so hungry, so I'd
Like,
eat.
can you make the buns out of mustard?
So I'd eat it, But then there would be these times where, so he's just all around just an angry dude. And half the time I worked with him, he had shingles, and he was working through it. So that was
He had
just
shingles. What
on
was he,
me.
like 68?
Yeah, probably. He was an older guy. He was.
Do you get a lot of shingles when you get older?
No, shingles
They
is
come and go.
No,
Well, it's the herpes
not
zoster,
necessarily.
right?
No,
No,
it's
the-
part of chicken pox.
It is
so
chicken
if
pox.
you've
the
had
herpes
chicken
zoster.
pox,
I've gotten shingles. I
then
know all about
you
it.
have a chance of
You got
developing shingles at
I
some
had
point in your
shingles,
life.
yeah. I got shingles.
Yeah, I had chicken pox.
Probably
Then you have a chance of developing shingles.
2013, I got shingles, and it was
Oh.
probably the most painful skin
How
condition.
the hell did you get shingles that young?
I don't know.
Yeah, he was not.
Who were you bumping uglies with?
I wasn't with nobody. I mean,
with a roof?
yeah, with a roof. I don't know.
He
With
got
trees,
shingles.
probably.
I had sex with this roof, and all I got were these lousy shingles.
Dude, I was climbing trees. I
Yeah.
mean, if you think about it, it doesn't surprise me.
Who knows what it's from?
Yeah, it's
I don't even know how you can get it. Like,
it's dormant in your body. It's chicken pox.
it just
why
eventually
is
can
it
just
But
weird?
come
when
out
you're
if it
when you're
wants.
older, chicken pox is a juvenile disease. When you're
I see.
older, they call it shingles, and it attaches to your nerves, and it's extremely painful.
Okay, I did have a
Yeah.
thoracic nerve infection, which people said felt like it feels like shingles, and like it's so like really random. It almost looks like poison ivy.
Yeah.
Like, and a lot of older people get it, and it'll be like, how did grandma get poison ivy? All she does is sit in her rocking chair. Like that's literally what the most common question is.
It's above 55 plus is when you're susceptible to it. They have a vaccine you can get now, but you got to be senior citizen to get it.
Ah.
Huh. Well, I got shingles.
You have
when
a
I was
compromised immune
23.
system.
I have a compromised immune
That's
system.
what that causes it.
Dang.
You better.
It's from all those crazy ass cheeseburgers and shit John Ryan was eating. I bet.
Yeah, it could have just
Whatever
been a
the fuck.
combination of different
Yeah.
things that were going on at the time.
At the time.
He was
yeah.
super stressed out a lot too. Like even before the.
No, I'm talking about my shingles.
Oh.
At 23.
Okay, I was talking about.
Yeah, fuck this other guy.
Yeah.
right.
Screw that guy.
Is it cut yet?
Is it cut? Oh yeah, that guy.
That's why we got into
That
this
guy,
thing.
yeah.
So he would be like, yeah, measure me and he'd like throw out like 5 different 2x4 sizes I'd have to cut. Sometimes it'd be 45-degree angle and all this. So he would be like, yeah, set me up with 2 36 and 5/8, 1 41 and fucking 7/16, and a 28 and 9/16. Are they cut yet? Like literally right after telling me, I haven't had a chance to take a step from after he would tell me what to cut and then ask, is it cut yet? Almost all day long. And it would drive me
What
fucking
would you respond
nuts.
to that? What would you respond to that?
I'd be like, obviously, no. I'm still right here. I eventually just like had it with him. You know what I mean? Like to the point where it's like, dude, you are like impossible to fucking be around. Do you realize you
I
do
would've
this
been
to
like-
everybody?
So very,
and
very passive aggressive.
I would have been like,
no interpersonal.
I would have
skills.
been like, yep,
No,
and
no.
then just started handing him random 2x4.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Did you ever just like cut like a 13 degree when you wanted a 41 just to just fuck with them?
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't, just because like I just knew I'd have to do the extra work. You know what I mean? Like I'd have
You
to
don't
recut
have
it.
to do anything.
Well, you're right. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
He was paying me significantly well for the time, and my rent was like the cheapest I've ever had it
$8.50 an hour.
in my life. I think it was like He was giving me like 800 a week, but yeah, and that's not a lot, really. I mean, it can be for some people.
Yeah.
At the time, it was for me.
Yeah.
And then after that, it went way back down again, and I had to learn how to fucking take care of shit with less money.
Mm-hmm. Melanie Snyder wants to know how tree work is in our hood.
Depends. I feel like it's different.
Yeah.
I feel like the trees actually change too, depending on where you're at.
The trees here talk.
Mm-hmm.
They
They
go to
do.
church on Sunday.
Yeah. And that's why we hold our Sunday service.
Some of them wear special pajamas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, in the winter, it gets slow. I mean, I guess it can get slow. And it's cold. And
It's
there's
been
a
cold.
lot
It's
of
snowy.
snow.
It was raining today.
Yeah.
No snow.
No snow today. Actually, it was perfect today. I was so happy to have a day like today.
Yeah.
After it being just
It was a very nice day.
annoying to walk outside in.
But mainly we do heavy removals right now in the winter.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of pruning. People don't think about pruning.
Which it should be more pruning in
Yeah.
the winter, technically. Oh, this thing just did a funny little thing. Cool. So, anyways, I finally got this thing working.
Oh, look, here we
in
go.
the background. So I'll
I just
play
noticed
for
it.
y'all.
We should tell them what this is. How this looks like a while ago.
This is quite a while ago.
Treesus is gonna swan dive off this tree.
This is a little sound in there if you want to hear the sound.
This is an aspen tree.
Yeah, this is an aspen tree. This is a red oak, obviously. I think it's a red oak. I'm pretty sure it's a red
He's
oak.
really small. He's just inside of a Fitzer bush.
Yeah,
He's a microscopic climber, man.
and it was definitely a technical, difficult climb.
Those weird branches alone that you're on.
Yeah, like see how they kind of just dip down
Yeah.
all that way. Yeah. And then I even like was able to get a whole nother angle. I've got a lot of footage like this.
Look how chunky that thing is. The
It's
whole way up, dude.
Big tree, dude. This is in South Carolina. So I was gonna start just putting a lot of footage like this together. We can look through it, and I'll put this video up without any commentary so you can watch it.
Wait.
As well.
Is that a whole different helmet?
Yeah, that was when I was rocking a cask. This is in. I think this is actually in like early 2018, like
Short hair, short beard still?
March of 2018, I think.
Oh Jesus! You got to go out on a
He's
limb
gotta
on
go
this
on a
one.
limb.
Yeah.
Are you gonna start screaming at him about the porter rat?
No, actually, I didn't ever have to scream at Johnny because he just was really good. He's like a 60 years old maybe, but he fucking knew what he was doing.
The property, though, dude.
Dude, these are all $1 million+ like mansion horse properties. They're just ridiculous. Well, South Carolina, no, they're only like 250
Yeah,
grand.
250 grand compared
Here
to what
it would be
be
$1
here.
million all day long. All day.
That's wild. 250?
Yeah, I mean
Wow.
that property right there, you could probably get for $3 million, right in the heart of Aiken.
Oh, that was sitting on Walker Lane. It'd be $7 million.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Just for the street. Just because of the street that
Just
it's
because of
on.
the street.
We've done what? 2 or 3 properties there?
We've done in Walker Lane. Yeah, yeah,
It was 2 or 3. I know it was more than one.
probably 3.
The one
More than
had-
one, but less than two.
Yep.
Exactly. And they had the one, if not one of the
then
two,
what
were
would that be? It was 1.5 properties. No, I mean I've worked.
the
there
dog
over
was
the
running
years.
around the whole time with us.
Mhm.
That was cool.
Eucalyptus Lee McConnell.
Eucalyptus Lee McConnell.
Is there last leaf to clean up in winter? I don't know what that means. I cut half a big mango tree over a pool and deck this morning to stop bats and possums eating them and making a mess. Oh, well, they're still going to eat them.
Yeah,
And they're
you
still
just
gonna
push
make a
them,
mess.
push them to the neighbor's yard.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm not going to bring that one up. Jim mentioned something in the chat.
Oh, yeah, I was wondering about that. What is the deal with Kenzo cake?
It's just shit we made up. Mark's gonna call me shitty again.
You're shitty.
But we got in Jim's car one night. It was me, I think Dave Jones, Jim Klink. These are people I've grown up with since I was way young.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this kid who was like maybe 13 or 12 at the time, this kid Andrew, he was way younger than the rest of us, but he skated. He was like that little guy we all would pick on, and like, you know, he was our buddy, little dude. Well, we all went out and we made this thing up called the Kenzo cake, where it's just really funny to tell with the tree being like taken down in the background, by the way. So Dave was in the front. He was in the front passenger seat, and I was behind Dave in the back seat of his 4-door. And basically we drove around to find hookers on Kensington Avenue. And like, so we got a couple of them with a Kenzo cake, which basically Kensington Ave cake, you can kind of put 2 and 2 together. Dave's in the front seat with a handful of flour, and I'm behind him with a handful of eggs. And we just, Mark's looking at me. We just drive right up to these hookers, dude, and he'd be like, and just instantly, like, it just cakes their face. Like, there's not, you know what I mean? It's pitch dark, and these are the one. Unless you go there, you can go anywhere else in the U.S. The only place you might find something similar to those night walkers is like
Vegas.
Like maybe Skid Row.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, but they're out there doing their thing, and they have pimps. I used to get chased by them when I was a kid, throwing rocks at these. I was bad, dude. I used to do so many stupid.
You used to get chased by pimps.
That only happened once.
Let's hear your pimp chasing story. It's just be an interview on.
Oh, that was easy.
Kenneth
That's
Martin
that's a slow one. Or I mean, that's a quick one. That was just like, you know.
Was he wearing a purple suit?
He
Feather
was.
in his hat?
He did have he had a Cadillac.
You have a cane?
I don't know which kind. It was like a '90s version, '80s.
Like a '92 Eldorado.
Probably.
Yeah.
And
horns on the front of it.
no, but they were coming out his forehead. He was really upset.
You fucking with his women?
What were you
I
doing?
know.
Throwing rocks at him?
Like big rocks, dude.
Oh, like boulders?
And then when it got older and I had like a paintball, I'm not getting into all that,
Oh,
but
dear Lord, these poor hookers in Philly.
Just trying to make a living.
Yeah, all they wanted to do was suck dick, Kenny.
you can only lay so many roach motels down, you know?
Yeah.
You get my drift. But yeah, so we did that, and then this one, we pulled up, and there was a dude, like, in a Cadillac Escalade. This is part of the Kenzo cake thing. Really nice. Don't know who he was, whether he was a customer or dude, like ladies dude or whatever, but I think Andrew was like, hey, do you know where we can get some prostitutes? This is the 12-year-old. She's like, no, honey, I don't. And then, like, fucking anyway, bow, bow, lit up the dude, right? The guy got hit with the eggs and the flour. The lady got hit. It's all inside of his car. Jim takes off. He just left her. She's standing on the side of the curb, just covered in this shit. He starts chasing us, and Jim had to go on like a high-speed getaway, dude, and hide and turn the lights off. But yeah, with as far as like the pimp chasing is just like me and then Tara.
Tara was there.
Kirsten, and like it was me and all the girls I was hanging with.
So
at the time.
so it was like pimp versus pimp.
Exactly.
Like you were like pimping out your little hoes at 7
like,
years old.
This is my corner, fool. Kensington and Sedgley. Nah. But yeah, we threw rocks at them and then like hid behind this Chinese food store and
throwing rocks at
they
hookers.
were,
That's
like,
a good
chasing us,
pastime.
driving around. Yeah.
That is a good.
You grow up in North Philly, you have to come up with your own extracurricular activities. You
I
know?
egged some cars when I was little. I thought I was cool, but
And that is
I
cool.
never egged hookers.
Yeah, or floured them.
Yeah.
Or caked them.
Oh man, I was driving in my old Beamer out here, and these kids were throwing snowballs off of that high school near where you live. It's like 13th and 9th. And Ricky Tuckett gets out of the Beamer, goes up the steps, chases these kids through the football field. They're like 15, 14. And I just hear him screaming bloody murder at them, and he's just like all running away from them. And then like he starts to turn around and walk away, and they start running back. He turns around, they run away again. You know, It was just a really fun, and I think of that, and I didn't get mad, like,
Mm-hmm.
but I was like, yo, you should go fuck with them. You know,
Should
I was
go
like,
kill them.
Just go
Yeah.
chase them.
yeah,
Yeah.
you
Kill
should
'em.
just cut their fucking fingers
Yeah.
off. Nah, we were, you know, it was just fun, and I saw that as like, oh, I used to do that same shit. You know what I mean? Like, you can't get mad. It's a
I'm
snowball,
just
at least.
sitting here racking my brains trying to think like, well, what did I do when I was a kid?
Preaching Jesus.
That I didn't do that
No.
really as a kid. When I was like a teenager, like a late teenager, I preached the word of
Not God.
of somebody, and
We all have something, man.
yeah. But I'm just trying to think
Skeletons.
like, well, what did I do? Like I didn't throw rocks at hookers. I didn't egg anything.
Well, you didn't have to.
I never.
Didn't steal cars.
You did.
I never stole a car.
You didn't have to. That's the hard. That's the word. I didn't have to either.
You weren't smoking crack on the corner at 12
No.
years old.
I smoked cigarettes when I was like 14.
I started about
I had a
12
couple
or
puffs of
13
marijuana when I
once
was
or twice.
16,
okay.
and then I never. Oh, and I got drunk maybe 3 times when I was 16.
Wow.
Dude,
And then besides that, I was literally on the straight and narrow.
you got drunk before I did.
Really?
I waited till I was 18 to get drunk.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang. Well, the first time
But I
ever
was
got
smoking
drunk, I was like
weed
fucking
by like
10.
13.
I won't give you any of my stories. Mine are just violent.
Yeah. Oh. Well, your face. is
No,
on here.
not me being violent, but
No.
no, I was shot on a drive-by shooting when I was 15 years old.
Damn.
And I grew up in a rich hood,
In a rich hood. Where were you?
45th South, 23rd East.
And were you the target?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you were doing bad boy things.
I was leaving a kegger, and like some douchebag showed up that didn't get along with a friend of mine that I was with, and he left and drove up 45th, and then I came out. He's all talking to my other friend about it, and comes driving back down 45th. I could hear his blazer, it was a big blazer, and he starts lit off.
Jeez.
Wait, did you say this was over a cake?
Keg.
No, a kegger.
Keg?
No, I was at a kegger.
Oh,
like we just
okay,
went to the
alright,
gas station to get a drink,
Yeah.
and then I ended up getting shot at 1 a.m. 15 years
Fuck.
old.
What the cops say? Hospital.
Oh, the hospital wouldn't give me any painkillers. Like, you've been drinking. I'm like, so?
Yeah.
Like, this hurts. I got a hole through my arm. Like, I can't move my hand. Give me something. No.
You've been L'ing it. You're not allowed to be L.
Yeah. So,
Listen.
yeah, it was a
I got shot out front of my house.
fun
I
time.
did not get hit. I just got lucky. You know,
Yeah.
it was real close to a lot of just ping pong, ping 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 pong across the whole
Yeah.
car.
And then the kid that shot me got 6 months in jail. That
That's
was
it?
his punishment. Yeah. Try to murder somebody, you get 6 months. Go figure that one.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, I feel like the justice system's always is always going to be just fucked up, dude.
Wrong
I
way
hate to say it
Wrong
because
way
they're
for
not.
somebody every time.
Yeah, yeah. It's just not enough protecting or serving nowadays.
I know hookers getting hit with
If
eggs
my
and
mama,
flour.
if my mom listens to this podcast, she's gonna be like, "Who are your friends, and why are they your friends?"
Like they're good guys now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about stories from when I was like,
I'm just giving you guys.
Yeah,
shit
this is
now,
23 years
yeah,
ago.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like the worst thing that I done ever did. Like, man, I drove around in my truck in like 2014 without insurance for like 4 months.
Oh, my Lord.
I know, it was crazy.
I tried to do a run to Walmart to get a new headlight bulb in Philly and got pulled over for not having a headlight bulb
Yeah.
while I was going to get it.
You should have gone during the day.
Oh, I know. I didn't know it was out yet. Like it would
Cool.
literally all
Well,
happen.
yeah. How would you know it was out in the
Yeah,
day?
and it was a new cop, like my shithead friend's gonna be, who just wants to rack it up, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like fuck. Any other cop would have been like, dude, you're an asshole. Go get your shit fixed. This
Yeah.
guy was like, oh, got my pen and pad and my paper. Like,
He actually wrote a ticket for you.
yeah, dude.
Wow.
That's a long time ago, huh?
Yeah, this was in Philly. That was like 2011, 2010.
We used to wet toilet paper police cars on our push bikes for the chase.
Nice.
That's what Lee McConnell.
Wait, say this again.
We used to wet toilet paper police cars on our push bikes for the chase.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. You should pedal your bikes, though.
Lee, if you're up, you should. Here, I'm just gonna face. We'll get
Your
Lee-
bikes are faster when you pedal them.
Yeah, when you pedal them, we're gonna get
Does your hair stand up when you ride bikes down under?
Because he's upside down.
Yeah.
I was wondering that. I was wondering that. And when you poo, does it like, do you poo out your mouth? Because it's like opposite over
Have
there.
you ever pet a koala and got chlamydia?
Yeah.
They have it a lot.
Oh, wait.
That's a very big fact. They share it like no other animal in the world.
So Mexico has donkey shows here. Does Australia have
shows.
kangaroo shows?
Oh, yeah. Is there?
Let's
Lee?
see how many things I can fit in that pocket.
Oh, man. All right. Lister.
Rocco's Modern Life School.
Rocco's.
Remember that commercial? I mean, that cartoon? There's like a wallaby.
I've never seen that. Let's see. We're going to see if we can get. Oh, wait. Yeah. That's the one.
Dude, I'm actually pumped to go home tonight and watch Outlander. Dude, this thing, it's got me so hooked. This movie, or this show is insane.
Yeah, you're liking it that much?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to see if
Are
we
you into
can
medieval
get-
stuff?
Mm-hmm.
You will love this show.
Oh, hey, turn your phone on the landscape. Turn
What's
your phone
up,
sideways.
dude?
Hey, fellas.
Hey, fella.
Yes,
Put your phone sideways. Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Perfect.
we gotta wait a second for it to flip, I think.
Perfect. There you go. Look at that. You're on. You're on the Treesus show Tuesday nights.
Oh, look at
It's
these.
Tuesday morning. Then.
Is everybody napping?
It's actually afternoon in Australia.
Lunchtime, mate.
Oh,
Taking a little
lunchtime.
break.
They're all passed out from the smoke.
That's cool. So we know when to get
Looks fine
live
there.
tree work on the Treesus show, even though we're going at
Australia and New Zealand.
7:45 our time.
Lee,
Yeah, we had to do that big mango I mentioned earlier. It was all over a deck and a pool and glass panels, like in a real steep backyard with pretty bad access. So feels like 40 degrees, Kyle was saying. And so we had to like stack it all, winch it all the way up to the top and then chip it at the front of the property, rig it all out over the deck and the pool, and pretty much every side of the tree had to have work done to it to reduce it in and to put the tree into shock. Like we did the tree 4 years ago, put the tree into shock and it wasn't fruiting. So we've pruned it hard again to hopefully put it back into shock so then old mate won't have a heap of mangoes falling in the pool. And he's got a heap of, like a couple of little girls and a little boy. So the fruit flies were quite bad and the kids can't play in the backyard because
How
it's
many
just a
times do
mess
you
of
think
old
you can
mangoes.
shock it before it dies?
Well, the thing is with mangoes,
That's
they're
what we're trying.
sensitive to light.
Yeah,
So progressively removing the tree, pretty much.
yeah. We
But it's
did one
weird
of those
because
recently.
The guy loves the tree because of the shade it provides. So
Uh,
I don't know what he's expecting for the overall outcome.
yep.
I have a question for you, Lee. As you're an
Right.
arborist in Australia taking down trees
Good observation, Kenny.
while others are burning, do people give you shit for it now? Because I mean, obviously, there's things burning all over the world.
Yeah, let's hear it
you know,
straight
because it
from
looks
an
nice.
Australian.
It looks nice where you're at right now. You know, so is it certain parts? Is it like, do you get damn
Yeah.
that thing?
That's a big Moreton Bay fig tree.
Damn.
There's
That-
a whole big avenue along here of them. This is in Davies Park at West End. Like these things get a massive big buttress root on them.
Wow. Yeah. That's cool.
That buttress root is like, you know, just
that the
below my
root?
breast. You know what I mean? And, you know,
Yeah.
they spread out a couple of meters. But got
That's
a
cool.
massive root system on them, mate.
Looks like something out of Lion King, man.
Yeah, it does.
Just over there is where I did a crane removal of a fig tree. It failed onto the growing shed, so I had to crane it all out. And we had the 2300 chipper, excavator and all that. I think it was like a 60-ton crane.
Nice.
And
We use
find that
80.
out.
Ha.
Yeah, we have 80. You didn't answer me though.
Yeah. What's up with the fires down there, eh?
They're all in the sort of southern states. So New South Wales, Victoria, and there was some in South Australia and Western Australia. We pruned this big pine tree
Wow. Look at that thing.
at the start of the week. It's a Himalayan pine, so it's like a cher pine. CHUR pine tree, and this other one here we pruned at the start of the week as well.
Australian trees are crazy.
I know. It just looks so cool over there.
These aren't native, you know what I mean? I don't live in the Himalayas.
Yeah.
They've been planted out, you know, back in the day. It's
Pretty girthy. Yeah, pretty big.
That's like the one country I want to visit.
It looks a lot like the
Top 5.
slash pine in Georgia.
Yeah, and these are some more Moreton Bay fig trees.
That looks like
Yeah,
hell.
so I feel pretty awful, you know, like if I don't have to remove a tree, I don't really want to. So the company I work for contracts to the council, and they do a lot more like tree maintenance, so dead wooding and
Cool.
pruning for property clearance and things like that. We've got a division that's like heavy commercial, and they just go out and kill trees every day. I'm not in that section. I do more like fine pruning and
Yeah.
dead trees that need to be removed, or you know, if we have a storm and something fails, I go out and clean it up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's more.
How many
like
crews
to
is
be
the
anyway.
company you're at running?
Well, I think we've got over 150 employees just at our depot,
Wow.
but it's like a worldwide sort of company, New Zealand, Australia. I think we've got
It's a cool shirt.
probably 6 depots just in Australia,
Dang.
so it's really large company.
150.
It's just in Australia.
We do more with 6 guys. How do you like that?
And we complain about having 8 sometimes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so to answer your question, Kenny, yeah, I'd prefer not to remove trees, you know. I
Mhm.
think they're an asset,
Yeah.
especially the heat.
I feel
over
like you're
here.
getting a lot more of it now too. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like just because it's a world-known media thing too. Like everybody's talking about
Yeah,
it.
everybody's talking about Australia right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Luckily, we didn't get affected where I live, but
Yeah.
just before Christmas, we had a fire that some kids had started from high school, and they'd like lit the bush on fire, and yeah, it was like 3 blocks away from my place, and I was shitting myself, to tell you the truth.
Shit.
Was it just did it actually travel or did it just stay a bush on fire?
No, it was the bush.
No,
It's in the
they
back,
had,
like the outdoors.
A couple of helicopters bombing it, and a plane bombing it with water, and then ground support to put the fire out.
Oh.
So
Like
The
back
bush.
back
The
country.
bush.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like the
Okay.
back country.
Yeah. I'm not, you know,
He's trying to figure out your
I'm from the
Australian slang
concrete.
still.
I don't know the bush.
Watch
Yeah, I'm
Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That is from dude. That's a classic. Crocodile Dundee.
Good deal. All right. Anything you want to get out before we kick you off?
no, not really, man.
All right, brother. Great to hear from you.
Yeah.
Good talking to you.
Okay.
Take it easy, dude.
We'll
Take
talk.
it easy, guys.
Yeah, we'll talk to you soon. Cool. That was Mr. Lee McCannell.
It's nice to finally actually acquaint.
Oh yeah, dude.
You know,
Yeah.
I just see him, gossip through the live stream here and there, and just
Yeah,
back and forth.
he's come on.
But I like him.
I'm trying to think of whoever else we called. I would love to. Let's see.
Man, I'm trying to think who we talked about, or who we talked to. What, last Thursday was it?
That was Bruce Willis.
Oh yeah, that's right. We got Bruce Willis on the phone.
That's right, dude.
Yeah. Hey, Mark, can you just get Bruce Willis on the phone for me?
Yeah,
right
let me try. Let me FaceTime him real
Let's
quick.
See,
John McClane.
John
Yeah.
McClane.
Yippee ki yay, motherfucker.
We'll get him. We'll get him here. We'll get Bruce Willis here,
We'll get him here. We'll see if this works or not.
and I'll give him a hug for doing Sin City.
I don't know what to say here. Hold up right now.
Oh, you gonna get that video on?
What's school?
Oh, look at that! Look at that! Reconnecting.
So
Hey, look at this, folks. I've got a very exciting guest for you on the phone right now, and that is, hey, turn your phone sideways. Boom! There you go.
He is.
You're on the landscape. You're live on the
It's the
Treesus Barbecue
hipster.
Show.
The Wood Miser.
You're running live through a YouTube stream right now, and you aren't even aware.
I'll be down.
Yep. Technology, it's an amazing thing.
Boogers in my nose.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah.
hot.
Yeah, that's hot. Your
Seems like
video.
shit.
That'll get you
Yes.
sponsored by
Mix
Adidas.
around so I get some backlighting on my beautiful face.
There you
Oh,
go.
He's always got the
My
worst reception out there in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Hey, so this upcoming winter, you ready
Right,
for
no, sorry,
us
guys.
to come out there? And we're just gonna
Totally ready.
sell
Just look
work
at the
for
We're
you.
just gonna bring a full setup and sell some work.
Yeah.
Is that just so we have a
Bring the
reason to
chip
go,
truck and all.
go to Hawaii?
Yeah,
And
you want
do-
to start like a
Bring
real
the truck and the
bring the truck and the chipper. Yeah, I'll drive it right through the ocean.
Yeah,
I
no,
hear-
we're gonna ship a full setup out there.
Yeah.
That's how. That's just to transfer it to my name, but we'll work it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
We could just put a boat motor on the chipper truck
Yeah, we could. Let's just put a boat motor.
and
on
then
the
turn the wheels sideways.
Uh-huh. That'll. Yeah, because if they're sideways, they'll
They'll
float. it.
float.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's enough air inside the back of the box if we tape it shut too to keep it floating.
With some duct tape.
Yes. It's,
That looks like your kiddo's room.
Well,
No,
I
I
wear
just
these
still like
shitty
toys.
clothes so that she can have all that stuff.
Hmm
Spoiled brat.
You cut any good? You
Take you
cut
down.
cut any good trees lately?
I did a little bit today. I did a canopy raise. I just put it on Instagram, and I went and looked at a huge project with this hippie English dude removing a bunch of silver oaks. Hot chick there on the property, so I hit it off well with her. So, I'll be back.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and you know how the sales go. If she's over 40, under 70, guaranteed. That's like
That's the money zone for
100%.
me. That is the
Money
money
in the
zone.
bank.
Yep. Over 40, under 70. That's my
yeah.
highest close raise right there.
Over 18,
Price
under
just
90
went
for
up
me.
15%.
And it has to be a gay dude. Otherwise, he doesn't sell any work at all.
Well, we'll just stop in San Diego first.
Yeah, exactly.
Pick one up. They're the best ones.
All right, man. Well, I think we're going to call it a night. We're just about wrapped up there, but we had to see your face.
I like your shirt too.
Oh, yeah, it's all
Thanks.
I
pink.
do like that shirt.
I found it, like all my clothes. I find most of them.
Oh,
When the
yeah.
lights go out on the soccer field, I just go down and collect everybody's shit, all the kids and everything. Fuck them kids, man. I need clothes.
Yeah, yeah.
The shit thing is gotta
You
be
heard it from
expensive,
him
too.
first. Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids. Coming from a father's point of view.
Yeah.
Well, sweet boys, give me a call tomorrow. I'll be around like a donut.
All right.
good to see you, Isaac.
Sounds good. Talk to you later.
All right.
I'll be around like a donut.
I'll be around like a bullet.
like a donut.
I know. I was just doing
Oh.
another one. Yeah.
Oh, that's a new one. Yeah, good new ones. All right, cool, folks. Well, I think that's the end of our live stream.
I'll
Thanks
be
for
around
watching.
like a cum shot.
Subscribe or die.